Hey, what's good, people? It's your boy Double R back with another filthy pump. And today we got one of my favorite days. It's shoulder day. I like this day because you can crack out some volume in this bitch. So first off, like I always go for the heavy presses. That will be on its own, and then the medial and the posterior delt will be supersetted together. So I started off here with a machine press overhead seated, 10 reps and 4 sets. So always warm up. I do 3 warm-up sets. I've never said that before, but every time I go into the gym, 3 warm-up sets, and then I get into my 4 working sets. Okay, and then we got the tops off, feeling warm already, so let's get into it. Okay, front delt annihilated. Now we're jumping into the first superset, which will be a seated lateral raise. Go pretty heavy here, and then we're gonna superset that with a seated bent over rear delt flies with dumbbells. This is one of my favorite supersets, but if you wanna increase the intensity more, do it with a seated overhead dumbbell press for the front delts. So you jump into a seated front press with the dumbbell, then lateral raise, and then bent over rear delt flies. Intensity after one set is insane, and the pump you get from that, whoo, incredible. So try it and let me know how it goes. So we've hit all 3 delts now, and now we're going to do a full circle coming back to the front delts. Now we're on a Smith machine doing a seated overhead press. Here I do 4 sets of 10 as always, with a heavy weight for yourself, and you want to keep your shoulder blades pinched into the bench and focus on the mind muscle connection with that front delt. So this is a front delt dominant exercise, one of my go-tos on a shoulder day. Let's go. Second to last superset coming up right now, medial and rear delts. So you're gonna grab a easy bar and do a standing upright row, and whenever I do this, I feel like the pump just goes crazy. I don't know, this just gives me so much blood into that medial delt. And then this is a new thing that I think I've posted it once before in one of my previous videos, but this is a new rear delt fly that I've discovered on my own here. So I grab a cable, and then from the bottom I pull towards my face, bending my knees a little bit, and I feel like that this exercise isolates the fucking rear delts nicely instead of doing a normal face pull. And then to finish off the front delts, you can just grab another easy bar, maybe a lighter weight than you used before for the medial delt, and do overhand front raises. You've already blown up your front delts with all the pressing, so you can finish it off with some raises. 4 sets of 10, yeah, but this was too light, so I added 2 more reps. So I finished off the medial delt and the rear delt on the machines. Give it a try. Those are my go-to exercises on a shoulder day, and the pump is insane. So if you've gotten this far, thanks for watching, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one. Safe, bitches.